Hey, what's up folks? I'm Aaron, welcome to Lowe's Joinery. Today's video I am going to be turning these ugly things into something you could eat your dinner off. It's coming up. Okay then folks, so let me just quickly break it down for you, then we can crack on with the video, saves me yabbling on. Scaffold board top, it's going to be jointed biscuits, it's going to have a V groove on each side when they butt up, so it'll be a bit more of a handcrafted feel. Metal legs that she's ordered in an A-frame sort of style. I'm going to put some cross braces underneath to keep that top as flat as possible. Sit back, enjoy the video, and I will catch you folks at the end where hopefully we'll have a nice looking dining table. See you in a bit. Right then, that was a job and a half. I've just put a couple of temporary clamps on just to gauge rough measurements. Put some cleats on the bottom and the legs will go on. They're an sort of A-frame leg. So yeah, but there's still a lot of sanding, still a lot of work to do, so I'm going to crack on and yeah, get these boards cut and sanded. I am shattered. Going for a cup of tea, letting that to dry. Even drills can be dangerous. Okay then, so you just seen me put the braces on. Off camera I just changed the screws to some flat dome head screws. And I've just given it all a sand and a oil. So now I'm going to flip it over, just have a look, see if it needs any more sanding, but I've gone up to 240, so it shouldn't do. Put the oil on. I've marked out for the legs, and then obviously we'll ship it off and they can put the legs on, and hopefully we'll get some pictures. So heavy. Wow, okay then folks, so that's the build. I hope everybody liked it. I had to set it up in my living room for two factors. One, I didn't really have the space outside, and I work alone a lot, so something, rain would have come or whatever, it would have been a bit awkward getting it in fast, so I set it up inside. The wife's not too happy. Client's coming tonight, sent them the pictures over, they're absolutely over the moon with it. I gave this 4 coats of poly. Now that's probably over the top, but it's not going to do any harm in any way because it's a dining table. It's going to get a lot of abuse. Things are going to be spilt on there. It's inevitable. They've got a little baby. So going forward, there's going to be stuff spilt, dropped, knocked. So I had the stuff anyway, and it didn't take long just to wipe over with some fine grit paper to knock off, to denib it, and then just put the poly on. So yeah, the legs were supplied via the client. They're on eBay though, so I'll post a link in the description below to the where they've got the legs from, if anybody does want to look into that. As always, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. There's loads of backlog, I've got about 80 videos now, which I'm quite shocked about. Not all of them are watchable though. So if you're not subscribed and you're just passing, please consider subscribing, hitting that bell button so you're notified whenever I put something fresh up. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Obviously, I made sure that I alternated the grain as much as possible. The client did want full width board, so I've done what they've asked, and I've gone to as much of an extent to try and keep the top as flat as possible. But like I say, I've got a video, I'll link that in the description as well, of making a tabletop. Like I said in that, if it wants to move, it's going to move. I've sealed both sides, so any moisture in the air, obviously it's not going to penetrate as much as it would do if it wasn't sealed. So that's a nice little tip for you folks. If you seal it all rather than just the top, then it might minimise any sort of movement, but if it's going to move, it's going to move. I can't think of anything else, folks, apart from thank you very much for watching. Thank you for being a subscriber. I've got loads of exciting news, so stay around. Hit that bell icon if you haven't already, because I've got a load of videos coming up that interacts you lot as well as me producing the videos as well. So yeah, stick about, folks. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Check out the backlog. New videos up on a Wednesday where there's some sawdust being made. And yeah, until next time, folks, I will see you later.